I was told it's no back up. Darkness all in my veins, but I won't be a fake up. Y'all been tripping, living life in respect. I might slip out and make up, but I won't be a fake up.
I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the leak in the lead? Immediately. Show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kick to the open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. For his loose change, take his boo thing out the PF chains and take him K, get a steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind Undertaker coming. Wait a minute, I was told there's no back up. Darkness all in my veins, but I won't be a fake up. Y'all been tripping, living life in respect. I might slip out and make up, but I won't be a victim.
I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than Spock. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow. You just watch, I control. I take half, you not whole. Got your mind.
Is this scenario? I'm in your area. This is your definitely. Turn up your stereo. Get this jumping like Mario. Now you ain't with me. You terrible. I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hiding in Nigeria. This is the year of the beer. Leave it here in a chair so they know we was here. Staring in fear like a deer when the car coming near. In the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't wanna rock with the man. Hands off of the grands. Counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing. Now everybody wanna be friends. How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
As the first round played out, we saw the experienced players shine brightest, with 3 NBA 2K League players advancing, including Yeah I Compete, who would end up on a collision course with last year's champion, Skip to My Lou.
Skip, this is Chris from 2K TV.
Yo.
How you doing? How you feeling after that big first round win?
And now, your Indiana Pacers starting lineup. A 6'11" center from Texas, number 33, Miles Turner. At small forward, standing 6'8", number 1, TJ Warren. The other forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 11, Domantas Sabonis. At point, standing 6'5", number 7, Malcolm Brogdon. The other guard, at 6'3" number 4, Victor Oladipo. Your home team head coach is Nate McMillan. Make some noise for your Pacers!
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
When the Pacers traded away Paul George, many around the league expected a total rebuild. Instead, Indiana has been a consistent playoff team. They don't have so-called big names on this roster, but they do have veterans who stayed humble, who've bought in completely, and will come to play every night. And with young talent that's still on the rise, there's reason for optimism going forward in Indiana. Kevin?
A lot of optimism. Thanks, D.A. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Reggie Bullock is out there with Elfrid Payton. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Randle in at the 4. And for Indiana, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Brogdon in at the point.
Guys, when you consider the New York Knicks roster, there is some talent amongst their young players. More than a handful of their guys in their first 3 years in the league. Kevin Knox, Mr. Robinson, and Mr. Dotson all could be factors for them in the future.
So Indiana wins the tip. Now here's Oladipo. He's guarded closely, and he banks in the layup.
But Domantas Sabonis is one of the outstanding passers from the post position that we have in today's game. If you're open, he'll find you.
And then Oladipo with the jam.
Well, we know Oladipo is an elite dunker, one of the most creative guys when he's at the rim.
Doris with the youth. The Knicks added Dennis Smith to that bunch as well.
No doubt, Kevin. This was a player they had their eyes on. So when you couple Dennis Smith Jr. with some of the young assets they've collected over the last couple of years, there's a ton of young talent coming up in New York right now.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Payton. He had 15 points last outing. Just 5 to shoot. Good D by Brogdon. The Pacers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, Oladipo with that burst of speed elevates high off the drive to finish with authority.
Oladipo's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Passes it to Gibson. Warren against Morris. For 3, Bullock. And the 3 ball is good. Bullock's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Oladipo, good.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
The Knicks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And here's Bullock from the arc. Pacers with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor space.
Yes, that goes in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now here's Payton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Trying to get open is Gibson. And the 3 off target. The Pacers have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Here's Turner. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Payton against Brogdon. Morris outside. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. To the middle. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Morris against Warren. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him. And Indiana making a change here. McConnell's checked in.
TJ McConnell.
And the Knicks with possession here. They trail by 7. Here's Payton. Off target with his 3. For Indiana, they've gotten off to a tremendous start. 7 of 7 here in the first quarter. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Boy, that's an example of really quick feet by Victor Oladipo. He's just so good at getting into the lane to pick up these fouls.
And you look at the 2018 All-Star season for Oladipo, Doris. What was the development in his game that you saw that took him to the next level?
I think probably the part that made him almost unguardable is his willingness to shoot threes off the dribble. That deep threat, that willingness to space the floor and use the dribble drive to enhance that is probably what put him over the edge.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Looking at the schedule, Doris, about halfway through the season, some teams that started out very hot and were winning like crazy have now come back to earth. They've cooled a bit. They've leveled out.
I think inevitably over the course of an 82-game season, NBA players will tell you there are always ups and downs and waves of success and then the tough moments. And the best teams seem to be able to weather all of that. Not get too high when they're playing well, not get too low if they're in the middle of a slump.
Bullock, the teardrop falls in. Bullock's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And finished off by Oladipo.
Wow, the remarkable speed of Victor Oladipo. Put it on the deck and get right to the cup.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Payton outside, and the officials will call the illegal right there.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Payton. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's right around 9 points a night, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Knicks trail by 11. Bullock with it. 9 points last game out. Payton outside. Out to Morris. Takes a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
New York comes into this following a loss to Memphis. And it's Bullock missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And it's Turner off the drive, and the shot goes in.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
That one goes in. Gibson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this is a real strength of Taj Gibson's game. Efficient low-post scoring. That's nicely done.
Good on the shot. 16 points for Victor Oladipo.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
New York calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
in.
And here we can check out the story on Julius Randle. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 10th in rebounding, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game.
Well, strong desire to get on the interior. T.J. Warren attacking with ferocity.
Payton finds Morris. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Morris. Back to Robinson. Doubled by Sabonis. And the pass to Bullock. Shot clock at 6. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Payton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's good.
Boy, a nice, efficient finish for Elfrid Payton. Boy, that'll help your percentage, gentlemen.
Pulls up from the corner, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
To the paint. Sabonis grabs the board.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one. With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
Now, here is Robinson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
Now here's Turner, following the miss by Marcus Morris. A shot by McConnell, no good. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down, from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
And with the way Mitchell Robinson can protect the rim, Doris, there's a lot to like about that second-round pick.
Yeah, on draft day, Mitchell Robinson flew under the radar, but he had a great summer league. He got tremendous minutes early as a rookie. This is a great leaper, a great shot blocker, always something teams can use, both of those attributes.
And that one misses. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverley, so a little bit undersized, but would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Here's Ntilikina following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Pacers with possession here. 13-point lead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
With this break in the action, here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the top passing teams in the league. In third, the Pacers.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
I think the Indiana Pacers, as an organization, a team that tries to grow its own superstars. Miles Turner, certainly a guy in that conversation. The 11th pick back in 2015, he has gotten better every single year.
That one misses. And Doris, you look at Turner's impact. It's definitely at both ends of the floor.
No doubt, Kev. Turner was the league leader in blocks last season. He became a much more efficient three-point shooter, and now all of a sudden he's becoming a better facilitator out of the post. Just great development.
Here's McDermott, and finished off by McDermott.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 16-point game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have two goals. Instead of one championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
We have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Turner.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Here's Ntilikina. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. With nobody on him, he parries the jumper.
Well, Frank Ntilikina has exceptional basketball IQ, so he understands when to take advantage of the mid-range.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now, here is Robinson. The second chance effort. Holiday with the block. Here's Portis. And at last, they get one to fall.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Count that bucket. Holiday's got 7.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Ntilikina passes to Knox. Floats one. That one goes. Count it. Ntilikina's got his second bucket of the night.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Here's Lamb. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Holiday brings the double team. Ntilikina looking it over. Down low. And Portis throws it down.
I like to see Kevin Knox share the basketball because what it shows is an improving awareness in finding his teammates. That's how people want to play with you.
No good from Lamb. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against Chicago. Stolen by Holiday. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's McDermott.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And a miss there off the inbound. Ellington kicks to Ntilikina. Off target from three-point range.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Robinson misses.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Oh, and here we go. Knox has got it, the fast break chance. Some solid defense there from Lamb. Pacers leading by 18. Inside, here's Bitadze, and stolen by Portis. Here's Ellington. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And yes, it's good. Holiday's got 11 points.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Holiday.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Count that one. And it's 6 points for Jeremy Lamb. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Ntilikina, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Portis kicks to Ntilikina. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Ntilikina's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Victor Oladipo getting it done for Indiana. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Ntilikina has established himself as a legit defender. He spoke about his mindset.
Defense is 80% of will and 20% ability. So you try to stop the player in front of you and you try to deny him to score the basket. That's just the challenge, and that's what I love in this part of the game.
A young player with an advanced understanding of defense, and his length gives him an edge.
And his defense is something he enjoys. If he can put it all together at both ends, he's a player you can build around.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Pacers team out there.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Knox out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Wayne Ellington. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Ntilikina in at the 1. 5 to shoot. Ellington the pass to Ntilikina. There's the steal. Here's Portis. And it's blocked.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Holiday finds Brogdon. The 15-footer. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Plays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Brogdon. And for Frank Ntilikina, some questions as to where he is best suited.
I mean, for me, I like when he plays more off the ball. I mean, he's shown that he could become a scorer when he only has to worry about that aspect of his game. Still very young and has a great set of skills with which to work.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear, Greg, that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
comes in for Doug McDermott, and Warren subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. And New York with a change here, too. Bullock's checked in. And that one falls for Ntilikina. Doris, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, and now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
Here's Ntilikina after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. Portis with it. Brogdon picks him up. Ntilikina, and he lays it straight in. Ntilikina's got 10 points in the game.
Ntilikina's reach and athleticism is absolutely a factor inside. He can score it in there, make no mistake.
Knicks trail by 20. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Brogdon. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Ntilikina. 10 points for him. From the arc. A rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only one triple for him tonight. Domantas Sabonis enters the league as the 11th pick in 2016. That first season, I don't think people understood how good he could be. His improvement, his ability as a promising big man in this league, unquestioned at this point.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Sabonis. And you look at the development for Sabonis, what stands out?
Well, I think he's made strides across the board, Kevin. And for me, this is as fundamentally sound a big man as you'll find in the league. He's a triple threat on the offensive end. He is super smart on the defensive end and quite versatile. He can guard both front court positions.
So he gets them both.
Well, Domantas Sabonis, the son of a legend, to me, guys, he has everything he needs to be an effective player for years to come in the NBA. Size, length, feel, there's a lot to like.
To the inside, and Randle throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional, gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. That free throw good from Brogdon.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
Now here's Payton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. That's tipped.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
And the shot is good. Holiday's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Payton outside. To the middle. Here's Bullock. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The shot by Holiday, no good. New York's got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Taken away by Holiday. Now, here's Sabonis. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Payton outside. Back to Bullock. Excellent D there from Holiday.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same. Well, he knew what he wanted to do there. Uses that height to get a clean look over the smaller defender.
Inside, here's Gibson. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Sabonis. And good that time. Sabonis has got 8.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Now, here's Bullock, guarded by Holiday. To the inside, Randle. And Randle throws it down.
Oh, boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Brogdon. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his 4th foul of the contest. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Payton outside. Pass to Randle. Fade away. And the shot is long.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Down low. And finished off by Oladipo.
Now, Victor Oladipo has a lethal offensive game, and he knows when to fill it up.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Pass to Bullock. The feed now to Randle. And Turner with the block.
I tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
A baseline J. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist by McConnell. And that's now 20 points for Victor Oladipo. It's stolen by Oladipo. Stolen by Robinson. Bullock with it, picked up by Turner. Now Bullock, 12 points for him. Robinson for 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now here's Payton, T right on him. Out to Morris. Takes the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Morris has got his second basket of the night.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Sabonis and the Pacers check on 2 men.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's Payton, and it's sent back by Turner, and he's able to get it back. Oh, that's offensive interference. McDermott's checked in for Indiana. Wayne Ellington's checked in for the Knicks. And so it's Indiana with it. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Warren, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Payton. Here's Randle. Here's Morris. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Oladipo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Payton, right side. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Guys, I like that strength on display from Elfrid Payton. Sticks with it despite getting bodied up.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And now, let's hear it for your Pacers.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
Some stats for McDermott. His last 10 games, 3rd in three-point shooting, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a lot of shots to rack up points. That's why he's top 3 in percentage. That's good from Payton. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell you, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Kev. Well, you think back to Victor Oladipo and his college basketball being played at Indiana University. So when he gets traded to the Pacers, many thought it was viewed as a homecoming.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for it. And exceeding expectations in Indiana, Victor Oladipo, Doris, remade himself as an all-star.
Well, he credits the year he spent playing alongside Russell Westbrook. That relentless attack, that commitment to get better, that commitment to be a threat no matter where you are on the floor. This young man has set the tone between the lines and outside the lines.
And now, in his second year of coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Aaron Holiday is checked in for T.J. McConnell. Bobby Portis is checked in for New York. Ntilikina comes in for Peyton. And so here is New York. Taken away by Holiday. Jumps up. And Holiday throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Ntilikina. He's got 10. No good. Shot missing.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And something that's troubled Indiana the last 3 years.
Shooting for rebounding.
I think, Greg, it's probably manifested at both ends of the floor, right? Some of it's about roster construction. Some of it's about style of play. Some of it's about philosophy. But their inability to control the glass has at times had an impact on them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Oladipo.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Kevin Knox is checked in for the Knicks. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans. After trading away Porzingis, they were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking. They refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Ntilikina. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Lamb, good.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
Here's Ntilikina, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Robinson up top, Turner covering. On the wing, Ellington. Clock at 6. Pass to Ntilikina. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, for Frank Ntilikina, to me, it's about being aggressive. When he's taking the initiative, he forces the defense to react.
The next hip shot, 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And that one falls for Ntilikina.
Well, Frank Ntilikina comes into the NBA as the 8th pick of the 2017 NBA draft. You do have to remember, this guy had professional experience before coming here. He played in his native country of France.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Holiday, And again, it's Indiana converting.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
The Knicks have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's the Indiana Pacers going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Victor Oladipo had it going on in the first quarter. He had 25 points and 2 steals. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Taj Gibson is so strong on the backboards. His ability to pursue the offensive glass is truly a thing to watch.
And Gibson sends it back. Payton looking it over. To the paint. And it's sent back by Turner. And Warren, here we go. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. That's 10 points for T.J. Warren.
Well, this is what T.J. Warren does best. This guy is a strong offensive player with a good feel for when to take shots.
Down low, here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Oladipo, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
From the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Now here's Payton. He's got 5. And it's Bullock in the corner. And Portis throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's Payton. The Pacers making the shot. Outside Portis to the left wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Indiana ball.
A quick break in the action now. Let's check out the fiercest shot swatters in the league. Fifth best, Miles Turner.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Oladipo. Again, Indiana.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. To the middle, looking for Gibson. He gets it there.
Well, you love to watch Taj Gibson start to cook on the offensive end. Right now, just playing to his strength.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Now, here's Bullock. He's got 12. Payton dishes to Bullock. The pass to Portis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Sabonis.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And for the length of Bobby Portis, he's sure to provide a bit of fire when he's on the floor.
Well, Portis is never afraid to mix it up with the opponent or sometimes his own guys. This guy plays with a passion that maybe isn't for everyone, but boy, it does spark his teams.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Portis.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
And he makes both free throws. And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA. But now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
Now here's Payton, following the missed shot by Sabonis. Payton passes to Bullock. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. Here's Warren. Offensive rebound. Sabonis. The turnaround jumper. Sabonis has got 12 points in the game.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Count the basket. Sabonis has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Domantas Sabonis has a nose for the basketball. He understands if he keeps moving, he's going to get to the offensive glass.
Stolen by Holiday. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Holiday is running. Here's Warren, and a good offensive board. He gets the bucket. He's got 14.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. You cannot give up a lane to the cup. Once Marcus Morris sees one, forget about it.
Here's Brogdon. And again, it's Indiana.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Payton gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 6 points for Miles Turner.
You can see how comfortable Miles Turner is on the interior. He knows he has the size and length to dominate.
Turner against Gibson. Here's Payton. Tries yet again. The rebound by Holiday. Pacers shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Here's Warren. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Payton the bounce pass, and the wide open shot from Morris. Off target with the open look. And it's Indiana's ball. The three from Warren. Morris with the rebound. Knicks have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Sinks the triple. Morris has got 15.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Timeout called the Pacers. And the ability to stretch the floor from the power forward spot door is becoming almost a requirement. That's worked out well for Marcus Morris.
Boy, when he comes into the league, Kevin, 2011, he was viewed as that classic tweener. That at one point was a negative level. The game has now shifted his direction because of his versatility.
Freedom is out. It was you told me living in togetherness. Stand up on my shoulders, tell me what you see. 'Cause I am a giant. We'll be breaking borders underneath our feet. I am a giant. Oh, I am a giant.
The Pacers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Randle's checked in for Portis. Kevin Knox comes in for Morris. And it's Ntilikina in for Payton. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. To the wing right side. And here's Bullock from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Warren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brogdon. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot!
Ntilikina passes to Randle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randle's got 8 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. But Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And DA, that's when he is at his best. Thank you.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
2 points, that one goes.
That's what we call cashing in from the mid-range. TJ Warren's been there a time or two.
Here's Ntilikina. 12 points for him. Here's Knox. He's covered by Warren.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
To the inside, here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
Ntilikina may not be the prototypical lead guard, but he puts it on time and on target right there.
The 17-footer. It's rebounded by New York. Randle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Bullock for 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And that's now 22 points for Malcolm Brogdon. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Bullock, good.
And with that 3, his 2nd of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Tries it from the top of the key, and there's Brogdon on the assist by McConnell. McConnell's got his 7th assist here tonight. Pass to Gibson. The pass to Knox. Feeds to Randle, and then Randle slams it in.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, this is the versatility that Miles Turner brings to the table. A big man who can knock down shots from the mid-range.
Here's Ntilikina, following the score by Miles Turner. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis. A different look for New York. Robinson comes in for Taj Gibson. And Ellington is subbed in for Reggie Bullock. On defense, Indiana. And it goes down 2 points. Robinson's got his first points of the game.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
New York's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Knocked away. Here's Ntilikina. Plays it up and banks it in. Ntilikina's got 14 points for the game.
Well, that takes tremendous body control from Frank Ntilikina. Even with a physical defensive player, he stays composed.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
The Pacers shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Pass to Bitadze, over Robinson. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes it to Ntilikina. That one, no good. Nice D from Warren. Puts one up from 19. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
That's the in-between game of Doug McDermott on display. He continues to get better with that over time.
And Randle throws it down.
Assist goes. Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Count it. Good. That's now 8 points for Doug McDermott.
Well, McDermott is working on that interior game because he has size and touch.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Pacers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Ntilikina. Ellington inside the three-point line. No good on that one. And so it's Indiana holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. The Pacers shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And New York, looking at who they've got. Dennis Smith is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Robinson, and it's Dotson in at the three spot. So it's the Knicks now, following the score by Indiana. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open, let me make the game easy for him.
Here's Sumner, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Sumner's got his first points in this one. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. First, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom three teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. And so here is New York after the miss from Doug McDermott. Robinson passes to Ellington. Back to Robinson. From down in the low post, it goes. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now, here's Ellington. Inside. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Got that one up quick.
Boy, the jumper from Doug McDermott is such a pretty thing to watch. He can consistently knock that down.
And here is Ellington.
Pacers foul. Edmund Sumner. That's his first personal foul.
And the Knicks with possession here. Smith inside, jacks up a three. That shot, no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. Pass to Leaf. Free throw line jump shot, and he hits the jump shot.
Boy, McDermott is so good playing within the confines of the offense. Terrific spreading the basketball around the floor.
Dotson in the corner, lets it go with a three. And the Knicks miss again. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Robinson with the block. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Ellington kicks to Dotson. Smith outside, puts up a three. That shot off. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
That one drops for him.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
It's Robinson, top of the key. On the wing, Ellington. Offline with his three. The Pacers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Sumner. The Knicks pull it in.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Ellington dishes to Robinson, who's back up, and he lays it up and in.
Mitchell Robinson.
Robinson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Shoots from the corner. That shot misses. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in. Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Now here's McDermott. Here's Sumner. Rebound by Smith. To the left side wing. Here's Knox. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Let's tell you, be aggressive, be assertive on the interior. Nice, Kevin Knox.
Holiday inside the line, and he gets it to go from the corner. The Knicks shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. There's the pass to Knox. Three-pointer Ellington buries it from three-point range.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Indiana. And then for New York, Bobby Portis is checked in for Knox. And it's Trier in for Wayne Ellington. Timeout called the Pacers. Well, you look at the length of Knox, Doris, his arm span, his frame. He can be a handful.
No doubt. Kevin Knox is able, because of that frame you talked about, to shrug off contact and muscle through most players. His reach allows him to be disruptive on the defensive end. So in terms of the physical metrics, you love what this guy brings to the table.
Head high, cause I'm holding up my crown, baby. Never told, even through the ups and downs, baby. And if I, baby, only way I double crosses. I just keep spinning, only way to make them nauseous. Leave my little mommy like salsa, we could dip. I'm just trying to see you dance, salsa. Whoa. You know, hate on low, but we fly high. You know, talk is cheap, free Wi-Fi. Whoa. Heard they trying to steal it away, cut it out, cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way. Tell my wife she let away, I'll cut it out.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will return possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Down low, here's Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, you combine size, aggression, and toughness, and you get Taj Gibson. My goodness, nicely done.
Here's Holiday, kept alive. Second chance shot. Here's Bitadze, and finally they hit one.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
TJ McConnell, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And the Pacers call time here. Well, it's all right, this is going to come out of the blue here. But if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is It feels to me in the last couple of years, there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Gonna shake, roll away in the dirt under me, yeah. Gonna shake, roll away in the dirt under me, yeah. Gonna shake, roll away in the dirt, yeah. Gonna shake, roll away in the dirt, yeah.
Smith with it. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, that requires a level of concentration, and Dennis Smith Jr. so skilled at keeping his balance.
Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
The free throw off from Smith. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
And Smith gets double-teamed. Here's Dotson, guarded by Holiday. Freer from long range. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
To the middle. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Vitadze's got 8 points here in this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Holiday. Tries again. Vitadze can't hit.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Dotson the pass to Smith. Back to Dotson. Of course, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a four-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
Smith feeling it out a bit. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
And the Knicks miss again.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And the basket is good.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
The Knicks shooting 47%, pretty solid.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dotson hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Over Smith. Misses off the left iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Indiana shooting a scorching 68% in the game. And the shot goes in.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Sumner's getting it done, shooting over 55%, 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Here's Dotson, and that one is off. Now, here's McConnell. It's rebounded by New York. Portis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Dotson. His three-pointer's off the mark.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Holiday inside the line. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Knicks shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Pass to Trier. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. New York called for the foul. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
Both free throws good from Holiday. Here's Smith.
2 minutes.
Here's Trier. Smith on the wing. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, timing and rhythm, such a big part of shooting. Dennis Smith Jr., pretty look.
The shot by Holiday, no good. New York with the ball. Fires the 3. The shot's good from Smith.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Here's Smith, following the score by Indiana. Banked in off the glass. Smith's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pacers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. All sorts of time, and that one goes long. The Pacers shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Here's Bitadze, drops one in from the wing.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now, here is Smith looking for Gibson. He gets it there. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And the Pacers call time here. They're leading by 43. 36 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Like salsa, we get dip. I'm just trying to see you dance salsa. Whoa. You know, hate on low, but we fly high. You know, talk is cheap, free Wi-Fi. Whoa. Heard they trying to steal away, cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way. Tell my wife she let away, I cut it out. Hey, talk to me nice, show you what deep in it about. Whoa, pipe down. First we shut them down, then we open up shop. Tryna stop, but the way don't stop.
Mi volante, de la vuelta encanta.
tengo 4 rooties. Como Carmelo en Utah. Tini, Dolce y Versace. Millonario los Illuminati.
And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He doesn't always get the minutes he's gotten tonight, but there's no way they were going to sit him down once he got going. And the crowd has been loving it. A memorable night for him coming off the bench. "36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Gibson up top. Passes it to Knox. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Nice shot by McDermott.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Victor, you guys have been pushing the tempo, looking to get out and run, and it's working. Has that been a focus of late?
We figured out that we got to play fast and we got to play high tempo no matter what happens, and we got to stay together. So we got to just continue to keep working.
Well, you certainly hit them first tonight, Victor. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.